Hi, it's Sean, the Fluency Awesomizer. This is Decoding Multi-Syllabic Words, episode 71. Got 3 words I want to look at today. Let's get started. I want you to read these words right out loud. Ready? What's this first word? How about this one? And the third word. All right, I like this batch today. Were any of those tricky to read? If so, keep watching. I'm going to review those words, show you some decoding strategies you can use if you ever get stuck on them or words that look like them when you're reading independently. First, a reminder of the fable, The Tortoise and the Hare, and the moral, slow and steady wins the race, which is great advice for when you get stuck on a big unfamiliar word, like this one, for example. Think of these words as races. There is a finish line, and it helps to be in really good shape to make it to the finish line. And if you read like the hare, you might just want to zip through this word and get finished as quickly as you can. That's where mistakes can easily happen. But if you read like the tortoise, you take it slow and steady when you come to an unfamiliar word like this one. That patience is definitely going to help improve your decoding ability. Keep that in mind. Let's practice. All right, this first word is a really tricky word. And in this batch of words, I'm going to show you that it's okay to start breaking apart a word at the end, at the finish line. In this case, because you need to know this root, T-I-O-N. Do you know it? Right now, you either do or you don't. It looks like it could say tie on. This one is pretty common too. You recognize that? All right, back at the start, there's rep. That's the easy part. And that's what I'm saying. Everybody can see the starting line, rep. And that looks like pud. Now, what's going on here? There's an I in the middle of this word. Did you notice that? But there's a vowel pair, I-A. It's pretty unusual. And you might not know what to do with it. So let's focus on what we know. That's the open syllable die. That could be anyway. And this is ation. This is the word repudiation. Tricky word. Root word is repudiate. That is a verb. That goes back to Latin. Repudiatus. In Latin, that means to reject, right? And it still means that today. But the thing about repudiate is we're going to review this letter U. It's an unusual sound. And this vowel pair, I-A. Repudiate. This U says you, and that's something you need to know about the letter U. Sometimes the U says you, and I like to say, so you say repudiate. When you says you say repudiate. Now the I-A vowel pair, it looks like it should say diate. Like dial, that I would make a long I sound, but sometimes that I can make a long E sound. This is repudiate. Repudiate, and you see that I-A at the end of a lot of names of places like California. That I is making an E sound in California. So here's repudiation in Latin. That means rejection as a noun. And that's where we get the word repudiation in English. And it's got the U says you, and the I-A, repudiate. But now we have to look at T-I-O-N. T-I-O-N is a Latin root as well. There it is in repudiation. And we kept it in English, repudiation in this example. It's a Latin spelling, T-I-O-N. We kept that same spelling in English, but it's not pronounced anything like it looks. We say repudiation or repudiation, depending on how you learn to pronounce that and where you live, maybe. So there, you have to know T-I-O-N to not only to read, but to spell, right? Repudiation, repudiation, 5 syllables. Not to be confused with this. And again, I'm going to start at the end because the finish line, it's hard to make it to the finish line sometimes. And you can go right there when you're trying to decode a word. And there's shun again. Not only that, but there's ation. Not only that, but there's tation. Rep, put, sight word put. Is that reputation? This is reputation. And it comes from the root repute. That is a verb. It goes back to Latin as well, reputare, which means to think over. Reputare. And there's the U again, and repute. That's where we're getting that U sound in Latin, repute. The U says you. And remember, when you says you say repute. Now, repute, the verb has a silent E. Drop that silent E and add ation. You've got the noun, reputation. So let's talk about ation. Ation, like shun, is a Latin root. And there it is in reputationem in Latin. And we kept reputation in English. Ation, we kept that spelling. but it's not pronounced the way it looks. Reputation or reputation, depending on how you learned. So take a good look at ation. You have to know it from when you're spelling. Reputation is someone's opinion about, well, there could be a reputation about a person. A place can have a reputation, and things can have reputations, like pets. Different animals have reputations. They're mean or nice. Reputation. And finally, this word again, there's shun, there's ishin, repetition. Probably the easiest one of the three I showed you today. Comes from the verb repeat. That goes back to Latin as well. It has an origin in Latin, repetere. In this Latin root repet, we had ishin to get the noun repetition. So ishin, here's a quick review of ishin. That's Latin. Here it is in the Latin word repetitionem. And we kept that in English, repetition. So the I-T-I-O-N in Latin, we kept that spelling in English, but it's not pronounced anything the way it looks, repetition or repetition. So know it, get a good look. You need to know it for spelling especially. Repetition. All right, that's it for today. Subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Facebook for more decoding videos like this one. My Facebook page, there's a photo album full of reading challenges I've written to help you practice decoding those big words and to awesomize your fluency. Now, if you haven't been to YouTube or Facebook yet, screenshot this right now so you can spell the Fluency Awesomizer correctly for when you go to search for it. All right, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. Come back and see me soon.